I'd like to call the February 13th Village Board meeting. If we could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Jeffrey Stein.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Childikas.
Present.
Miklos.
Here.
Snagowski absent. Stapleton.
Here.
Virgilio absent. Blatzer.
Here.
Next on the agenda is the consent agenda, which consists of the approval of minutes for January 23rd, 2017. Village board minutes, approval of disbursements, an ordinance approving the Village of Lamont's no cash bid offer for 13 West New Avenue, an ordinance approving the Village of Lamont's no cash bid offering for 202 Stevens Street, and a resolution for maintenance of streets and highways by a municipality under the Illinois Code 2017 Motor Fuel Tax Maintenance Program. I need a motion to approve.
Moved.
Second.
Trustee Blatzer, second by Trustee Childikas. Any questions? With none, roll call.
Childikas.
Yes.
Miklos.
Yes.
Snagowski absent. Stapleton.
Yes.
Virgilio absent. Blatzer.
Yes.
Motion approves. Next on the agenda is the mayor's report, and I will go through a couple things. Still in the infinite wisdom of our state right now, we still are going through without an approved budget, an approved plan. There's been a tremendous amount of talk lately in regards to that, but we're hopeful that our leaders in Springfield will come to their senses shortly and try to pass some type of budget with some type of continuing agreement as we move forward. The disturbing fact is that we right now have 13 billion, that's with a B, past due bills in the state of Illinois. There has been a rumor that has been starting to float around Springfield that's been started to be talked about, that different parties have decided that they may not pass a budget until the gubernatorial election comes about in 2018. If that happens, the projections as we speak right now, and the calculations based upon bills and unpaid bills, because we would not have a budget, will total close to $27.8 billion in unpaid bills. In my opinion, that will put Illinois in absolutely no chance of trying to repay that. I have no idea. I don't know how we're gonna get out of 13 billion, let alone, I mean, that's a long-term project. 27 billion is an enormous hill to climb. We are second to nobody when it comes to that as far as states in the union, and our state needs to get their act together when it comes to the ladies and gentlemen, the families of Illinois to get working and come to some consensus. Everybody seems to want to have an all-win on both sides. You know, 50-50, 49-51 is a pretty good deal right now. You know, nobody wins. There's a couple losses on both sides. At least it gets us moving. We understand where to work from. Right now, we have no idea what budget items could be cut. We don't know what kind of funding will be cut. We don't know what kind of revenues we receive. And it's not just for the Village of Lamont, it's for every state agency that's out there. That comes from our transit organizations, from Metra PACE, the CTA, to funding that goes for schools, depending if we have a property tax freeze, all the different things that are on the table right now. We have no idea how to react. And we have ideas how to react, but we have no idea what the plan's going to be. And until that time happens, villages and towns around the state of Illinois are in limbo. So I want to throw that out there for the folks at home that are listening, the folks that are here in the audience, that those are some of the things that we're hearing right now, and it's continuing to be a very disturbing fact being in the state of Illinois. Also on the mayor's report, we have to definitely give congratulations to the Lamont High School cheerleading team. They've captured their 5th IHSA Medium Division State Championship on February 4th. It is that time of year again when both the Polish Heritage Days and the Lithuanian Independence Days, they're both going to be held on February 19th. We will be flying the Polish flag the week prior to the event, and the Lithuanian flag will be flown the week prior to the event as well. So if you see the different flags in commemoration out there, that's the reasons for that. Our State of the Village address will be held on March 2nd. You can register through the Chamber of Commerce. Also, our St. Patrick's Day Parade will be on Saturday, March 4th. Also, other good news, we'd like to welcome 2 new members to the Village of, members and employees of the Village of Lamont family. Carol Rumbaugh, she's in our building permit tech in our building department, and Georgina Karinsos. I know I messed that up. How was I?
Close.
Close. Okay, good enough. Our front desk. I know everybody knows I can't do names. That's fine. Front desk clerk in our finance department, and she'll start next Monday. Also, very important. I know a lot of people are talking about this, and we're going to have it on our village website, and more than likely on Channel 6 to make sure that citizens are aware about it. There will not be a committee of the whole meeting on February 20th due to President's Day. The Facencia subdivision will be discussed at the next planning and zoning meeting in February.
That's correct.
So it will not be at a committee of the whole and be looked at the village board level. More likely that will be in March.
That's correct.
Correct. So, and I believe that is all I have right now under the mayor's report. So from that, our village clerk Charlene Smolin is on her normal winter break, and we wish her all the best in sunny Texas. I'm glad she's taking the opportunity during retirement to do that. So we have the lovely and talented Miss Linda Molitor, Assistant Village Clerk. It's all yours.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We have an ordinance, Ordinance O-1217, amending Ordinance O-3604, an ordinance granting a special use for a planned unit development on a 1.68 acre parcel located north of Talcott Avenue, west of Home Street, and rezoning from Lamont B2 and M1 Historic Central Business District and Manufacturing District to B2 PUD Historical Central Business District Mixed-Use Plan Unit Development in Lamont, Illinois, at 429 Avenue, known as Talcott Street Development, Old Town Square.
We need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Made by trustee Stapleton, second by trustee Blatzer. Heather.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So this was brought before the committee of the whole at the last meeting. This is Jerry Kulhanek of 507 Talcott LLC asking for amendments to his PUD. So this was to change from an 8-unit building to a 7-unit building, and then to clean up some of the easements and entitlements on the property. So this is the first ordinance, and then there'll be a resolution passed after this as well.
Okay, thank you, Heather. Any questions or comments? With none, roll call.
Childikas?
Yes.
Miklos?
Yes.
Snagowski absent. Stapleton?
Yes.
Virgilio absent. Blatzer?
yes,
Motion approves.
And the resolution, R-917, approving a final plat of subdivision for a property located at Talcott Avenue and Home Street in Illinois, Lamont, Illinois, Old Town Square.
Need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Made by trustee Blatzer, second by trustee Miklos. Obviously, this is the resolution part. Do you want to give the reasons why we do both an ordinance and a resolution?
Sure, so for this one, the property was originally entitled as condos, and now they're asking to be platted as townhomes. So the developer has asked us to enable better funding for folks to be able to actually purchase the units.
Thank you, Heather. Any other questions? With none, roll call.
Childikas?
Yes.
Miklos?
Yes.
Snagowski absent. Stapleton?
Yes.
Virgilio absent. Blatzer?
yes,
Motion approves.
And Resolution R-1017 is authorizing award of contract for 2017 water main replacement program, State Street, Wen Street to Freehoff Street, Timberline Drive revolving, Timberline Court to Evergreen Place.
I need a motion to approve.
so moved,
Trustee Blatzer, second by trustee Childikas. Mr. Pakula.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is a resolution for the State Street water main upgrade and replacement. We are upgrading that water main to a 12-inch instead of a 10. It's a main transition line that runs from our water tower on State Street down to Freehoff Street. We'll be installing new hydrants with this project. The low bidder, there was 4 bids on this project, was J. Cogden Sewer Service, which we used last year on the McCarthy Street project. We're very happy with J. Cogden. The low bid came in at $825,000. And the engineer's estimate was $889,120. So that's 7.21% under the engineer's estimate. Staff recommendation is to award the contract to J. Cognan Sewer Service.
Excellent, Ralph. When, upon approval, when construction start, what do we think?
We're looking to schedule a meeting at the end of this month and then probably see J. Cognan the third or fourth week of March.
With that part of it, is there any repaving we're gonna be doing as part of the MFT or the resurfacing program this year? How are we gonna?
No.
No, there's none, so it'll just be a patch?
Not with this project.
So it's just be a patch, or is there gonna be much,
It'll
is
be
there
a
much
patch.
road work or not?
It'll be a patch because they're gonna be cutting open the street every 300 feet.
Oh,
Because
okay,
it's
so
a
not that-
directional, it's a
okay,
directional.
It's
bore
directional bore,
project,
okay,
yes.
good. Any other questions? With none, roll call?
Childikus.
Yes.
Miklos.
Yes.
Snagowski absent. Stapleton.
Yes.
Virgilio absent. Wetzer.
Yes.
Motion approves.
That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Clerk. And I forgot one part. I would like to go back to audience participation, if there's any audience participation as it relates to the village at this time for our meeting. Excellent. With none, we will go to the Village Corporate Council Deputy Village Administrator Report.
I have no report for this meeting, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Stein. And due to the sudden illness of Mr. Schaefer, you have the Village Administrator's Report.
He did not leave me with a report before he left today.
We have one, but we're not going to talk about it. We have under board reports, I see, let me make double check. I see none under board reports. Excellent. Under staff reports, being it's the beginning of the month, I'm smelling the tip of the month. We got Chief Maton.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No tip of the month, but I do have a general crime prevention report. We've had a couple of commercial burglaries lately in town, and both during working hours and after hours, where cash boxes have been stolen. And these are very preventable types of crimes. Not too expensive, but extremely highly effective solution to prevent these types of thefts is the installation of a depository safe in your business. So we're encouraging all the business owners to install these in their businesses. These safes allow a person to deposit money into the safe without actually opening it or having access to the inside of the safe. I guess think of a mailbox. They can be bolted to the floors. They're great for high-volume cash businesses. In addition, they can protect against employee thefts as well. So if you go to the website, we'll have some images of what a depository safe looks like, and we're going to be encouraging over the next few months when we have make contact with business owners for installation of those safes.
Excellent. Thank you, Chief. I know by looking through the reports, we've seen a couple of those, but other than that, it seems like it's been a pretty quiet winter so far. It's good to hear you guys are out there in force and being visible, and it's always a good thing. So, speaking of someone who's not been so visible, Mr. Pakula, I notice you're not on the list here. What have you guys been doing since there's been no snow?
Well, Mr. Mayor, there's no worries. I got them out there stipping and fetching like their hair's on fire and their backside's catching.
Holy cow.
Wow. That must have been an old Lamont saying from some time back or some long
We've been
time.
busy. We've been doing some hazardous sidewalk grinding. We're doing an inventory sign replacement, street lights. But we have had a very quiet winter with the snow. We're saving money on salt, but we're definitely staying busy there.
I know you would be, Ralph. I had to, if it wouldn't be a great meeting if I didn't have the opportunity to, throw a little something your way. So I know that I know you guys have a lot of stuff going on and the maintenance and of the town, and we've been doing a lot of work. Linda's been doing a lot of work, trying to do some stats for the last 8 and 9 years for my last day of the village coming up, and it is amazing the amount of work and money that we've put into the village and the things that you guys have done. So my hat's off to you guys, and just because we don't have snow to plow, there's definitely a lot to be done. I know we need to work on whether or not we actually even have to, since we even had left, we had salt from last year left that we haven't even tapped yet, so, which is a good thing. I'm not saying it's not a bad thing, but will we, whether or not we actually are gonna have to even take salt for next year? Because we'll still have to take our second allocation. How much more do we have even left right
We'll
now?
have to purchase about 2,000 more ton this year by July.
By July, okay.
Then we'll have to allocate by probably October for next year, so we'll have to evaluate that as we go.
Okay. I mean, we didn't touch a third this year, did we?
No.
No, I didn't think so. So, I know winter's not over, I'm not trying to jinx it. I understand that the groundhog did see a shadow. I know that's, but we're going in the right direction. So, thank you, Ralph, I appreciate it. Is there anything with unfinished business? Anything with new business? All right, with none, we are going to move, I need a motion to move to executive session.
We don't have one.
What?
Do you want to?
Yeah, I thought we'd do that for,
You want to do under litigation?
for litigation, for,
Okay.
pending, right?
Pending litigation.
Pending litigation, for, pending litigation. We need a motion
So
to,
moved?
trustee Blatzer, second by trustee Childakis. Roll call?
Jildikis.
Yes.
Miklos.
Yes.
Snagowski absent. Stapleton.
Yes.
Virgilio absent. Latzer.
Yes.
Motion approves. We move to executive session. Everybody in the audience can stay here right now. We're going to move up to the front conference room for just a minute. We'll be back, and then we'll start the committee of the whole. You want to move down? You guys want to move down, or do you want to stay?